who? Who? Wow. Here I am. I'm in a whole different place. I'm in Seattle in a beautiful home. Gorgeous home. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous home. And you're here, and I'm here, and she's here, and whoever is here is going to get an absolute treat. Julie Luce, I miss you very much. We're so close. I'm going to make it public so that everyone can share the show, because this show is going to be worthy of sharing. Let's just say that. It's a worthy of sharing show. But unfortunately, my phone is about to die, and I'm going to have to figure out something else. But thank you for sharing, Julie. Hi, Julie Luce, I miss you. We need to talk. Who are you going to call? William D. Lindemann, because William D. Lindemann helps me so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what you're doing, William. William, my name is Jenna Mammina. For the one person that maybe, I think everyone knows me. William, Carl, Julie, and Rob Morocco. My name is Jenna Mammina. I host this live stream twice a day at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. Eastern Time, no matter where I am. Right now I'm in Seattle, so it's a 3-hour difference, and it's super fun. And I just had dinner with my Sunday night guest, Valerie Joyce, Cookie Marenko, another Blue Coast artist. Valerie Joyce and I just had dinner, salmon salad in Leshai. And it makes me want to sing a ballad about some pretty eyes. Salmon salad in Leshai. Really fun. And we don't need no guys, because Valerie and Jenna and Lily and Pearl having so much fun talking about our world. We had a great time. Great time. Hey, Melanie Demore, what's up? My fam is here. You guys, tonight's show is going to be great. But let me talk about the rest of the weekend really quick. So tomorrow morning, Armando Ortega will be here. He won't be here, but he'll be here. Tomorrow night is Display and Share, and my friend Alex, who I'm having, well, I don't know, we're gonna go hiking or kayaking or something very Seattle-like tomorrow, or we're gonna go eat salmon. We're gonna eat Dungeness crab. We're gonna hang out with Lily and Pearl. She's on my lap. She's my girl. Oh, I just started watching the baking show. The great what baking show? What baking show? And the British baking show. And I started it earlier today, and then I walked this really great hike with my friend Heather, and then the restaurant said it was only 10 minutes away, but it was like 35 minutes away. So a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. But Saturday morning, one more Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger. Saturday night, one more Saturday. I'm so excited about tonight. One more Saturday night with Gary Lambert. And Sunday morning, it's going to be in Seattle. Sunday in Seattle. And Sunday night, Musicians Square Table, Valerie Joyce is going to be here. Maybe we'll be having dinner. Maybe she'll be Zooming, but we're going to be hanging out earlier in the day. And there's so many things. Somebody suggested today that I do a spin-off, that we do a 111 spin-off show or a 7-Eleven spin-off show that I've thought about. So who knows what's going to happen. But I do know that my phone is about to die, and I need to do something really fast here. So let me do this, and then I will probably run away for a minute. But and how are you guys doing? What's going on? What are you eating? What are you drinking? What's going on? What is going on? Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. I got to do something. Hold on one second. It won't. Hey, Come on. Work with me. It will not let me highlight it. Now maybe I can. Yep. Doing something. Share this show, you guys. I'm telling you now. Share the show. Tonight's show is worthy of all of us sharing the show. And I didn't do that last post right. So just give me 1 second right here. Why won't that do that? So I'm learning how to do something on my phone or on my laptop. And tonight's guest is a really cool person. And I've never been in the same room with her, but we have had some incredible conversations together and incredible hangs during the pandemic. And I got to see her art, and you've been able to see her art. And I'm just going to type her name in right here, right now. But now it's not letting me do it because my caps are locked. And I'm just going to say Carol for now because, ladies and gentlemen, live from Canada. Hi, Mama Grace. Carol, I can't say the middle part. Morocco. Carol, Morocco. Rob Morocco. Hey there. It's Rob. Hi
Yes,
there.
I'm going to be doing stickman art for you guys tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I
What?
just was waiting for it to set up.
You got a haircut.
I know I had to because we cut all salon people had to shut off on Sunday, so no one can cut hair or everything's closed up tight. And my cousin said, "Come on over," and I went for a quick haircut, or I would have looked like a hippie by the time they let us have haircuts again. So it's
Can
pretty
you
bad still. Eh?
can you talk to people cuz I don't know if you saw what happened today here, but now they're saying that we don't have to wear masks at all, and I'm like, "Whatever. I'm going to be wearing a mask in the shower. I'm going to be wearing a mask the rest of my life." Anyway, I've been wearing masks for 20 years. Now they're telling us not to wear masks. Don't worry about it. You don't have to wear masks anymore because what? But what about Canada? So tell us about Canada really quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so Canada, we had a lack of vaccines, and it was mostly due to the fact that we depended on Covishield in India. We don't make vaccines in Canada. We make a lot of the generic medicines. And so AstraZeneca and Pfizer and Moderna was our big one, but Moderna's had some issues. So we got out very slow to getting vaccines, even though we were first up to order them. And of course, India needs them more than anywhere. And so, they can't get them. So because of that, the third wave hit us really, really hard. ICUs, as we speak today, are at max levels, tent hospitals, curfews in Montreal, everything's closed, and people are very sick. There's even coworkers in my Toronto office, their son in their 20s, and his daughter lives with them, and they caught it earlier in the week. The mother, who is my area manager for Ontario, is okay. She had Pfizer 3 weeks before, but she's feeling out of sorts and like a bit of a flu. But the son, who's only 27, 100% healthy, has lost his sense of smell, of course, and taste. But today the ambulance is there trying to get him oxygen because he couldn't breathe. So, so yeah, Canada's in a bad shape. I mean, we have some people that think we're taking away their rights and it's a government thing, right? But really across the country, it's in tough shape. But vaccines are coming like crazy. Even Steph will get one in just under 2 weeks from now. They've opened it up 12 and above, and Pfizer's really come through with millions of vaccines. So we hope in a little ways, but it's all variant that's attacking us, right? So they've stopped even testing for variant because just about everything, we have it all. So those are the ones that are really, really hitting hard. So,
Yeah,
yep.
and I've
So,
talked to friends. I have a dear friend in Philadelphia who works with people in India, and her team, people in their 30s are in the hospital without oxygen, without ventilators, and they're shooting them up
yeah.
with steroids because they can't breathe. And now people are telling us it's okay to take your mask off. Whatever.
Mm,
Here's my
I
new mask, by the
I
way.
think I'm gonna keep my mask on. I think forever because God, I don't have to shave. I don't
Right.
no
You
makeup.
can talk under your breath like they think, oh yeah, I'm smiling at you, mother, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You
I
know?
would have wore a mask in an airplane forever because it's I mean, like you say, it's body odor or us sometimes in there, right? So
Oh yeah,
on
I've
these
been
long
wearing
flights,
masks for years. I cover I really do have to show. And now I have that cool plastic shield. I love my
yeah.
shield. It's a shield. I put on my hat, my helmet. I was going to say my my hoodie that has a eye flap on it, glasses, my mask, my headphones, and my shield.
Yeah.
And I'm like floating in space.
Okay. Well, I'll get my mug off here because I'm not any
So
show
your
worthy
cousin
something.
cut your hair? Your cousin's a hairstylist.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
she's a
neat.
hairstylist all her life, and she has a salon in her house as well. So I asked her, like, and she's extremely careful and all that good stuff. And she wore, the face shield and mask and everything. And I said, okay, lop this fuzz mess off, and she did that, and it was on the last day, Sunday, and so everything's closed down more or less. People are still, trying to fight it, and there's some protests and stuff, but as people are, right?
So
But
if you
yeah,
walk out there at 10 o'clock at night outside your door and you walk down the
it's
street,
in Alberta, they don't have the curfews in place, but if you don't have a mask and you don't have a letter from your doctor, psychiatrist stating, here's the reason why you can't
I'm
wear it, you give it
crazy, crazy,
the
crazy.
very, very limited reasons, then you will get a fine. Or if there's more than five people outside together that aren't cohorts of family, you're supposed to get fined. And as well, but in other provinces like Montreal, there's still curfews on the street, and they will watch for you if you're not. If you're going out, let's say 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, they will stop you, and they will give you an incredibly big fine. I think starting at 1,500 all the way up to 100,000 possibly. So, and you need to have a very good reason why you're out. So yeah, we're still in that craziness. It's like if you think of the worst that's ever been in the U.S., we're a little bit worse than that, and we're right in it. 1 year later, still fighting this crazy thing. So, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
But
We have provinces though that are doing really well.
yeah, I'll flip it to somebody
Well,
who's.
wait a second. I got to do the intro music. Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
okay.
you introduce her.
This is Carol Morocco. Her former maiden name was Nazaruk, so that's why
Nazaruk.
you were trying to figure out Nazaruk. I keep
Look
thinking it's
at
something to
pretty
do with.
lady. Hello.
Hello, Phoebe's here.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, pretty girl.
We brought her ball. She is expecting a treat now.
Well,
Not
yeah.
gonna
You
happen.
just said
Oh,
you
it could
just
be
said
there for a
that
little
word, and
while.
Lillian just perked up. Also, hi, Carol.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing really, really good. I've been busy, very busy past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Sketching and
Sorry.
now painting.
So it's finally a nice night, and the windows were open, and everybody's squealing their tires, and
Yeah.
trying to get home and all that stuff. So
Oh, is that what's going on? Like
yeah,
they
we just
did?
opened our window. It's noisy. Kids are yelling, playing in the crescent, and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Dogs
How
barking.
Yeah.
Finally,
What are
finally,
you
some leaves are
drinking,
coming
Carol?
out.
Just hot water.
Me too. That's my jam. Hot water. Karen says hello.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen. How do you
Karen.
notate a flat note on a standard keyboard? A flat note, you do it with I know, but I can't have to show you. I can't do it this second. So you've been sketching. What are you sketching? What's happening?
Well, no, I finished the sketching because
Okay.
it took me like a week to sketch. And this week I've been painting.
And does
Okay, so
Stephanie know what you're painting?
Yes.
Yeah, it's for Stephanie's birthday. So what I did was I thought it would be kind of nice to do a painting and of one of her favorite anime characters.
Yeah.
So I went onto Pinterest and I was like searching through them all, and I found this one picture that I thought it would make a really, really cool painting. So then I showed it to her and asked her if she would like something like that for her birthday. And she was very, very excited about it. So then I started sketching it, and I've been painting like crazy this past week because I really want to try and get it finished by June 5th for her birthday.
I could tell it was an anime just from like the hair kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'm going to reveal what she's done since there. So I'll ask her to go to her little easel.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. That's so cool.
It's from the
You have to get in that.
sorry.
I'm teaching my wife Hollywood, getting the shot, man.
You know me, I don't like to be on camera.
Will it work this way? Yeah, I think so. Eh?
Carol, that's so cool.
It's from her favorite anime, the one that when the lockdown happened, she asked me if I would watch it from the beginning with her.
Yeah, what's it called? I know that.
Naruto.
Naruto, right.
Yeah. And so her and I, we started watching it, and I really, 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 really enjoyed it. So when we started watching it, I would ask her, you know, who are your favorite characters? So she would tell me, you know, which ones were her favorite. And I would ask her, why is that one your favorite? Is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? And this guy was one of her top favorites. There's only one other one that she likes a little bit more, but he was her top favorite. And I asked her, is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? And she says, it's really complicated and I don't want to give it away, so you'll have to watch and see. She says, he's a bad guy, but you have to kind of see where the story goes. So when he first appeared, when I was watching it with her, I'm like, I don't like this guy. By the end of the series, he's like one of my favorites too.
They both had a crush on him. In the very beginning,
see that he's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ends up dying in the series.
Oh, look at Lillian. She's looking around.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I've got to just get rid of my.
We need to do a dog. We need to do an animal show, Rob. Everyone bring your animals on, and we're just going to sit here and hang out. Bathtub, animals.
And say what it is that we have mallards that land in the backyard, like green-headed ducks, and they're females. And so first they're coming for the food because all the birdseed falls. Now they're lounging in the yard. This is their oasis. So from morning to night,
they get fed, and there's a hot tub, and
morning to night they're there. And so Zoe's like always barking at them, but so it's telling me that there's things in my backyard, and it's all these ducks coming for a party. So, but it's crazy.
So this is so Stephanie knows what you're painting.
Oh yeah, because I didn't want to do it unless it was a picture that she really, really liked and that she approved of. So I don't want to put all that effort into it and it not be something
it's that bigger than you are.
Really enjoy. Well, it's actually going to be a little bit smaller. It's really hard sometimes to get a canvas to fit. So once it's painted, I'll take it to my framer. They'll pull it off the board and they'll cut it down and restretch it. You can kind of see the shape of it. And after they stretch it, I'll get them to frame it too. Because when I go to sketch out a picture, I do a 2-inch by 2-inch grid. And then I have a little grid that I put over top of my picture. that I use to then go and sketch it out. So that's how I transfer or sketch something out, is by using a grid.
I
Yeah.
would probably use a grid to do a stick figure. Wow.
It's, even when you use a grid, sometimes, when I'm painting, I have to make adjustments and stuff, because at the time when I'm sketching, I might not do an angle exactly the way that it should be. So like yesterday, I blocked in his eyes, and I spent probably a half a day just re-sketching it without the grid, just from my eyes, just, eyesight, which took up half of my day. It was very stressful, but I managed to get it done.
Can
And
we
I was
see the
happy
eyes up close?
the way they're not completed yet.
Wow. Whatever.
He's going to have red in his eyes.
Really?
Yeah, because his character has these certain abilities, and his eyes turn red.
Yeah, it's a alt, world. It's weirdest thing. Steph's actually going to be doing a TikTok, so she's been taking pictures every other day or day,
Okay.
and it's going to be 1 minute or less.
I think they're like only 30 seconds.
30 seconds, and she's going to put it on TikTok, and there'll probably be like 9 million likes.
Right.
But it'll show a progression from the sketch to the finished piece when it's done, like on her TikTok. So.
Carol, I have to ask you a personal question.
What?
Do you like flat iron your hair? What do you do to your hair? It's so beautiful.
I blow dry, and today for you, I flat ironed it.
You flat ironed it?
It's beautiful. Wow.
I got a lot of gray in it.
I've had my hair flat ironed. Like when they do it, I just go, hello, hello. I wouldn't know how to flat iron my own hair if I tried. I would burn it off, I bet.
It feels so nice when it's flat ironed.
Yeah. Yeah, you just like, hello, I feel like a star. But wow, you do.
I'm usually always just in a ponytail.
Well, I've never seen your hair down. Right. It's really beautiful. I didn't know it was as long as it is, and it's really groovy. So that was my personal question. What did you
haven't had it cut for over a year.
So is it normally shorter? Like
it's usually got more layers in it.
Carol was the type that if you touched her hair, you were in trouble. I mean, like hairstylists and all that. Yeah. Oh yeah. But then I think it was after the Africa trips, you changed. You said, "Tell it."
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's not,
Priorities change, right?
Yeah. You go do something like that, your life changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure.
So yeah. So that's what I've been busy doing now Friday will be 2 weeks.
And is it going to be, so you guys, I don't know if you know this, but Carol did an anime of me. And is it small, or if I blow that up, can I make it bigger? Can I like put that not on
correct?
But...
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it had the right DPI when Carol did it, dots per inch, for the thing that we're doing. I brought it up to, I think it was 16 by 16 and 12 by 12, and they were pretty big digital pictures, but that's what they're working on for the shirt thing, right? So
how did you do that anime of me?
It was just a program that I downloaded that it had all these different styles that you could pick. Okay. And I just picked a picture of yours that I thought, might work well with a really artistic, different kind of style filter put on it. And I just kept clicking through all of them till I found one that I thought, hey, I really, really like that.
It was really,
and that's the one that you ended up going with.
But, just so you guys know, this also. Oh, I lost you. Oh, no.
You did?
Help. Oh.
Because we can see you.
I don't know. All of a sudden, everybody went away. Carol did the design. She did the color. Would I say you did the color? What do we say about this?
Oh, I got to show her. She doesn't.
I I don't know.
Well, you played with it, adjusted it, and did whatever. So yes, and then your good friend worked on the fonts and sorted it out, or Jenna's good friend. So
But you took the photo that I took the photo in my bathroom.
Yeah, I
And
took
then
that photo.
and
And
then
then I,
this photo and you did all this crazy colorizing to it.
yeah, I put it into a program that has all kinds of different filters that you can put onto a picture that really changes the look of them. You can do, they had ones that were like for paintings. You could do it like a sort of like a Monet painting, stuff like that. So I just tried a whole bunch of different ones until I come up with that one and thought, hey, that looked pretty cool with the picture. And then I showed it to Steph and she said, oh, I would definitely buy a t-shirt with that on. She says, because I love the colors and the way that it looks.
yeah, even the people, the art specialists that are doing the shirts and breaking up, every one of them said immediately, that is the coolest. Who is this person? Wow, like, all that kind of stuff. So it comes right out, it comes alive, right? Like you say, it's the next Bob Marley shirt for
Right.
rock people.
Well, my friend that I did a symphony gig this particular night, and I had someone do my hair and they did my makeup and I did the show. And you get a standing ovation at the symphony, and then you go home and you're in your bathroom about to clean your toilet. And I went, wow, my makeup looks really great. And so does my hair. I better take some photos of this moment. So I did. And then I've always thought it was a pretty fun photo. And
Yeah.
now I've made this groovy art with it. And Mare got to do the graphics and she did the 11/11 with Jenna. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
very
the outfit that you had on in that picture, I think is what made it so eye-popping.
My
when I put the
Goodwill
filter
pink
on it.
silk suit. It's a
Yeah.
magenta silk suit that I got. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. I'm just going to close this here for a
So
second.
so this is really incredible. And we're in your studio right now, correct?
Yeah, it's got all she has all these little collections of pictures, painting, and all her Tibetan prayer flags galore. And I guess this is where it's going to be changing in about a month or so. This carpet will come out and it's going to be all hardwood. So we're going to give it a different look. And then she comes here for her coffees and stuff and her own thing. And then comes here to say hi to her. I still don't get this guy. He scares me. Actually, at nighttime, I have to close the bedroom door because I keep thinking this thing is going to come alive and come after me. So
It reminds me of the cows in Rwanda.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love it. I love cows. I always say elephants, cows, and Cher are my spirit animals. So
Yeah,
I totally
I love elephants. Giraffes are actually my favorite.
Giraffes. Yeah, I love
giraffes.
yeah, as you can tell, the entire house has giraffes everywhere. These are from Africa, I think.
Yeah.
So
This one's
Yeah.
When I was little, it was always giraffes, and then Cher came into the picture, and she sort of scooped in there. So, when will this piece be done?
I'm hoping before June 5th. I'm hoping. It'll depend on how quickly the paints.
Because you've got to layer more colors, and
Yeah,
this is like a first coat, I think.
A fair bit to do. But
What did you think of Cinda, the way she painted? Did you understand what she was communicating?
yeah, I think if I heard her correctly, it kind of sounded like she sort of does the same thing that I do when you kind of paint the whole thing in basically one kind of color first, and then she layers the other colors on top.
So
Am I
what
correct?
we're seeing right here is the first layer.
Yep.
Yeah, this one though I did differently than what I normally would do because it's a very different style than what I paint. This is much looser kind of style, and a lot of the canvas will be left white. So I didn't go and do what I normally would do when I do a painting, which is, if you look at that one, that little guy's face, I haven't put any color on it yet. But generally when I start a painting, the whole thing will be in that color.
Monochromatic.
Yeah,
She did that too.
Yeah.
With monochromatic.
A monochromatic, and then I start layering the colors over top. But because this is such a different style and a different kind of painting, and it has so many areas that are going to be left white, I didn't do that. What I did with this one, I took one paint color, the dark color, and I blocked in all the darker areas and the medium dark areas first. And then today, once I did that, today I started going in with a little bit of different color. I started layering it on top. So when that dries, I'll have to go over it again. And there'll be different parts of the painting where there's going to be black put on, where areas are going to be made darker. So it's going to take a while, and it'll depend how quickly I can do it. Depends on how fast the paint dries.
These are oils, right?
Yeah, these are oils, so they tend to dry slower. And this dark color that I'm using, which I found out they discontinued, so now I messed myself. I was very upset. It dries.
Yeah, but you mix all the time anyway.
Yeah, I mix all my colors anyway.
That's kind of like her palette is all over the place of things. Yeah. It would be a mess for me. Never mind all those brushes. I was trying to take a couple brushes so I can touch up cars and stuff like that. And she was pretty mad that they're private possessions.
You know every one of those brushes, Carol? Like, are they all people in your life? Like, do you name your brushes?
Yeah, I have ones that I use for very specific things. Like I have some sable. They're fairly expensive, soft, really soft sable brushes.
Oh, I used when I had J-Lo's eyelashes. They were sable.
Yeah, and it's so soft.
Yeah,
I
had J-Lo's eyelashes on my eyes for about 3 hours one day.
Yeah,
and they were like,
I could use some of those.
Ooh.
I don't have much for eyelashes, but I love these for doing really soft blending of colors. So that's one of my favorites.
And is that one of the ones that Rob took to touch up the car?
I want the minuscule, mini, tiny ones.
This, which originally was these are the same. It used to be that tall.
And you trim them down.
No, they wear down.
No, really?
They wear down because of the way that I paint. When I go and I put a color on, I don't just slap it on.
Do you have enough for a color right now?
Can we watch you paint a little bit?
Yeah, put something on. Let me do it for you. I've always tried to do an Easter egg for Rob in her paintings, but she gets really mad. Like a corner, just put a tiny something that she wouldn't know. And I can always say, I'm in there. You know, I did that. But
I'll do that little spot, so I have to get a different brush.
Yeah, and actually, while she's picking her brush, it's like she stole my fishing tackle box, and this is all her paints. And these are Italian oils. These are the same paints that were used to restore the Sistine Chapel.
Wow.
Literally. So she only uses very, very select, kind of this high-end paint.
They're quite expensive. Some of them are
we found that out.
Ridiculously expensive.
Like each paint, each tube?
Yeah. Like it depends on the grade of it. This is a grade 6, so it's like one of the highest grades. I have one that's even higher.
Don't tell me how much that one costs.
Well, this one is like an $80 tube of paint.
What?
So,
that pretty blue?
Yeah, I just bought a new one.
Totally worth it.
That big, and it's like $80. I have one I can't remember which one it is, but it's over $100. But I've had these for like over 10 years. Higher.
Wait a minute, the same paint?
Don't tell me.
Yeah. Well, this one is like an $80 tube of paint.
That's the weirdest thing.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear? It seemed like it was
All of
repeating
a
what we
sudden,
said.
I heard what I was echoing everything that happened. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
So when I paint, I don't put a lot of paint on my brush. I just
Oh,
have a
there we
very
go.
small amount. And then when I put it on, I rub it into the canvas. And that's why my brushes wear down like little nubs.
Even do monochromatic.
Yeah, even when I do monochromatic, I really make sure that I get it really well into the everywhere into the canvas so that I don't have the white from the canvas peeking through.
But how do you see the numbers for the spot you're supposed to paint?
You asshole.
Hey, you can't swear on here.
Yes, you
Sorry.
can.
There's no numbers. And then see, once I have that all
Look
in,
at that color. Is that like are we seeing like a purplish
it's a
gray?
mauvey kind of,
Uh-huh.
it's a mixture of
Wow.
magenta,
Were you
pink,
pulling it off?
right off of here.
So is that like $100 worth of paint right there?
Not quite.
77. Just
Yeah.
in case you're wondering. Can you get those? Do you get those paints from Italy?
Yeah, that's where they're made actually, is in Italy. And that's where they're from.
Hey, I need
So
someone's knocking at the door right now, and someone's ringing the bell. So give me 20 seconds, and you guys just have a chat and keep if you can keep painting. And I know there are questions that people are going to be asking. Excuse me for one moment, please. You can talk, Rob.
Okay, I'll talk. Okay, people. I don't know who's all there, but let me just. There was this duck that was. No, I won't say a joke. So my daughter, when she was little, and she may be watching, she might be embarrassed. Her first joke, I think she was like 5, and she came back and said, I can't remember how it goes. Was the horse? And she goes, a horse. She was looking at the horse, and he goes, "Hey, little fellow, why the long face?" But anyway. So yeah.
So that's it. That's what I do. And then when it's dry, then I can go in and use more paint, like a heavier paint on my brush. And that's what'll like give kind of like, you'll be able to see the actual brush strokes. But I won't do that until it's dry. Okay. Otherwise, the colors can mix together and you can get a really muddy kind of looking color.
It looks really easy.
It is.
I thought this was hard. Man, anybody can do this.
It is. It's easy. It's not hard. Anybody could do it.
Yeah. Try letting me mix the colors and see what happens.
Do you really think anybody can paint?
Yeah.
No.
You think anybody can learn how to paint?
Yes.
No.
Because
anybody can learn how to paint.
They can paint, yeah. Like I can do Jackson Pollock, but that's about it.
Right. I've tried to draw and I don't know how to draw.
That's where, you could use a grid. It's a lot easier to, like if you're doing a big picture, to transfer a photo on using a grid.
Yeah, I don't think the grid works for me.
I tried to teach my mom to use a grid.
I tried to use the grid and I got yelled at.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and so Carol tried to get me to learn how to draw, and her friends, and they actually got me a book that was the left brain.
Oh yeah, I
or
have
something.
that drawing on the left side or the right side.
Yeah. And I was like, it was impossible. Like it was not possible. I can dream up everything. If I could actually do it, I'd be like thrilled. So I can think it, see it, but I cannot put it through my fingers. Not a chance.
I can't draw from memory. I wish I could. I'm just not.
You cannot draw from memory. Like you can't draw a dog or. See, I love it when people can.
Was that because of the electroshock therapy that you had? Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
Could be.
No, I wish I could draw.
You guys just laugh all day long together?
Yeah.
It's like 38 years, I think. 38 years. And yeah, it's still the stupidest stuff we pull on each other all the time is insane, right? Insane. Insane. Jackie, you have your Beatles shirt, eh?
Whisper words of wisdom.
I don't
Let
know
it
if it
be.
comes backwards. Yes.
Oh, I have a good Let It Be story. I'll have to tell you sometime.
Yeah. But hey, before you forget, tell her what you're going to do with this painting to a friend.
Oh,
Just,
yeah, there's this lady that I started, talking to on Twitter. She's a lot younger than me because she's got a little 12-year-old son. And he's crazy about Naruto. So I'm thinking that when I'm finished this, I'm going to take it to my printer and get it scanned and print out a print only just for her, and to see if she wants to give it to her son. She's like got terminal cancer. So I just thought it might be something nice that she could give.
Of course. What a cool thing, and and get some points for the mom, right?
Yeah, yeah. And he just absolutely loves that show and tells her about it all the time and stuff like that. So
and you've never met her, though.
No, I've never met her.
Oh, you just met her on Twitter.
Yeah, we just chat every now and then on Twitter.
Well, invite her to the show right now. Where is she?
I haven't told her yet that I'm going to do this.
I don't even know if you're Facebook friends or.
No, I'm not Facebook friends with her. I just every now and then chat with her on Twitter.
I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm gonna have to hire you to or commission you to do one of Lily and Pearl. Lily and Pearl needs maybe.
I just might one of these days. You just never know. Might surprise you.
I have your paintings. I have a painting for you guys that I need to send to you. I have a big box that's gonna, like a huge box to send to Canada. I was just thinking, sooner than later I could just drive it up there, but
yeah, that would probably be easier.
who knows?
Well, the way it's going, sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Stacy. Well, there are people coast to coast right now watching the show, and Lynette says it's true. Lynette, your work absolutely astounds me. It really does. It's just.
Yeah, and I think more or less everybody has seen her other paintings and such, but
It's
otherworldly. This is very different from what I normally.
Well, maybe you can come back on in the before June 5th. What is June 5th? I don't even know. What day is June?
I don't know what day it is. That's Steph's birthday.
June 5th is Steph's birthday, so that's a Saturday. So.
Oh wow.
Maybe on that on June 3rd, could you come back and we could look at the painting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
He's coming back on June 3rd.
You'll see a big change in it. I may even have started working on that one because while this one's drying, I might start working on the face of the other little guy there.
And how many hours a day are you spending in your beautiful studio?
Well,
at least 10.
At least 8. Every now and then Steph comes up and says, Mom, will you come down and watch some of our show with me?
Oh.
So I've had to a few times take an hour or so break and go down and
Is it hard to step away from it?
Yeah, it is. But if it's just going to be for an hour or something like that, then it's okay. If it would be like 3 or 4 hours, that would be hard. Because then it's like, depending what time of day is it, do I bother to go get back into it? Or should I just clean my brushes? Or it takes me, depending on how many brushes I use, sometimes it takes me an hour just to clean my brushes because I'm really particular about cleaning my brushes.
And how many brushes, do you average in a session?
Depending what I'm painting. Today I painted with 1, 2, 3 colors today, and I probably used 6 or 7 brushes.
And
A lot of people that I know that paint, they'll use the same brush for every color that they use, and my head wants to explode.
Lillian.
Doesn't
Lillian
work
has
that
a
way.
friend here. There's a cat here that Lillian has become best friends with until this very second. They're very best friend. Go see him. This cat rolls around on the ground and then we'll look back at Lillian like
Aw.
they're very cute. They look alike. So
So, are you feeding the iguanas?
yeah, I already fed them. Sorry. I'll maybe that'll be my display and share tomorrow. Actually, David, David is Naomi's brother,
Yeah.
is coming over and helping me because the girl, Izzy, she sleeps on top of her bowl.
Oh, so you have to get the bowl out from underneath her.
Yeah, you have to pick her up and grab the bowl. And the bowl they're rocks. They're Flintstone bowls. They're probably they're like 12 pounds.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
guess that's so they can't push them around or move them all over their
But
pens.
she's up in this hammock and then the bowl is under her. So you
Oh
have
my.
come on. And did I tell you guys the part about the gloves and the flannel shirt? Was that?
No.
Oh, so last night Naomi calls me and she said, she was still here. She left this morning and she said, so if you go in there and you see the flannel shirt and the gloves, I said, yeah, I moved the gloves down below. And she said, well, that's for if Iggy gets out.
They can get out.
I'm sorry. If Gus gets out, I go, what? She goes, yeah. If Gus gets out, you have to put on the flannel and then put on the gloves, and then you go and pick up Gus in the kitchen or upstairs because they climb because they like to go to the highest place. So he might climb up the stairs into the bedroom, and you have to pick him up and carry him and put him back in there.
Oh my gosh.
So I've been very careful about when I go in there. I hang out with them and Lillian hangs out with them, and then I carefully make sure that I lock the door. But apparently the cats can unlock the door.
Oh.
They can get in and out.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I would put something up against it so the cat couldn't open it. I used to do that with my cabinet because we used to have a Siamese cat, and it would open the cabinet door. And the dog would drag the garbage can out, and we'd come home from work and there'd be garbage spread from one end of the kitchen to the other. So then I would put a stool in front of the door. The dog would move the stool, the cat would open the door, and the dog would drag the garbage out. So we ended up having to put baby safety locks on the cabinet door. And then in the middle of the night, we'd hear this thump, 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 and it was the cat trying to open the stupid door. They're very clever.
I've seen a cat open a door. My cat that I lived with kind of used to open, or like all of a sudden you'd see just a little bit of the paw, and they were able to, and then and then they'd walk out. Right, Lillian?
Oh,
Lillian knows that cat. Yeah, I'm not so. I mean, the iguanas are not like something that I'm accustomed to.
yeah, no, me neither.
But
Reptiles.
they're kind of groovy to hang out with.
Yeah.
And she's
go ahead.
She's really in love with them, and they're her. They're part of her family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend who used to have an iguana, and she would bath it, and it would lay on a heating pad on the back of the sofa, and she loved that thing. I liked it to look at it and talk to it, but I didn't want to touch it.
So that's what happened last night. The show had the show on, and my phone, because she has to keep that room at like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
My phone overheated. Have you ever had your iPhone overheat?
No.
Yeah,
In Canada? No.
Never use my Mammina.
It all of a sudden it says it goes, it just stopped, and then it says phone is too hot, and it shows this temperature like a thermometer on the
Wow.
phone, and
Wow, that's
the
crazy.
phone doesn't turn on again until it cools down.
I didn't know that could even happen with them.
Mm.
Well, learn something new.
So, do
Phones
you
can
mind
overheat.
kind of walking around a little bit and showing us a couple of your paintings? Because there are a couple of people here that have never seen your work.
Yeah, go down, open the
sure.
light. So I'm gonna. How do you hold these phones, Jenna Mammina? Oh my God, you must have arms of steel or something.
Oh man! Back in the day, like in June of 2020, pre any of that stuff, I would my hands at the end of the show, I'd be like this, going, I can't bend my hand. I can't. My fingers are all. Look at that. Hi, Zoe girl. Such
She's
a
a
pretty
cutie
girl.
pie.
She's a
Love
cute.
her.
So are you.
All right.
Lillian heard me say that. You're cute too, Lillian.
Yes, Lillian's a cutie. So yeah, these are ones I think many of the people have saw, but you can talk, Carol.
For those who haven't seen my stuff, this one's an original that I'm keeping. It's going to be for Stephanie. So that's an original. And this one is an original that neither of these two will ever be sold. They're for both of them. I'm keeping them for Stephanie.
Wow. You guys, those are paintings. Can you go? That's a painting. Look at, she paints thread. She paints thread. Hello. I think like what's his name? The one they called him the color of light.
Oh,
You know, the guy that does the houses with all the little lights and stuff in it.
Kincaid.
Thomas Kincaid, the painter of light.
Yeah.
You're Carol Morocco, the painter of thread.
Thread and hair. Yeah, I think every one
And
of yours
hair.
has material.
Yeah. I like
Look at
doing.
his hair. Now, is that a boy or a girl? Can you tell us about this being?
That's a girl. And a friend of mine
Oops.
who's a registered nurse, she went and she spent 3 months in Tibet. And they went to remote villages and stuff doing medical clinics. And she took that photograph.
Phenomenal.
And it's a little girl. She's standing in front of her dad, I think. Dad or mom, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
you call it the red satchel? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has these nicknames. I only know like messy haired girl or this one or that, but she has official names. So
See, like in her face where it's like really smoothly blended, that's where those sable brushes are just
Oh.
so, they work so well.
yeah, and she does makeup very well. So she got the brush thing going. So
I was
Those
going to
friends of
ask
yours.
you, do you know how to do that? Do you know how to contour and do all that stuff with your makeup?
Yeah, I used to with Steph, slowly teaching her how to do it, and now
Can you do a
when
class
she's younger.
in makeup application sometime?
Just can't do my
you
crazy
can
old
turn
face.
on that light so I can see where I'm going with this camera.
These two aren't originals.
Yeah,
These are prints.
yeah, because the originals are sold pretty well.
And
These-
do you mind telling people about when you sell them how that happens? What happens?
There's an art gallery in Oakville, Ontario that carries my work exclusively. It's the only place where I sell my stuff. And once they're sold, I use the money to do charity.
Yeah, I don't know if they can quite hear you. Maybe this
Yeah,
phone's okay.
once they're sold, when I sold all of these, I used that money. I built a school in Rwanda and a animal co-op for a little community there.
So yeah.
Wow.
And I'll try to see if I can get this guy from here. Oh. We got to move this dining room table out of the dining room, I think. So this is the one I call the messy hair girl.
Painter of hair.
Yeah, definitely. But like you say, you're right about the cloth thing. So
That's just.
I like painting cloth. I
How
like the
how do you, what's your website?
um, MoroccoArt.com.
See Morocco
See
Art.
MoroccoArt.com.
C M A R
MAR
O C C O.com.
art.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. See Morocco, all one word, with art.com. So
Com. This is how you get a hold of her. I just
yeah.
posted.
And the three pictures of mine that you posted for tonight's episode, it was
Yes.
one lady bought all three of those.
Really?
Yeah. She's a lovely,
She was the one like, we won't say too much about her, but she has a house. And then when we asked the gallery owner, who's also helping in World Vision, that's how Carol got associated with him. We asked, like, well, how does she like him? Well, she hasn't hung them up yet. And he said, seriously? Because she was renovating the entire wing of the home that was going to have the paintings to match. So yeah, some people will change their house to get the paintings in, but she was very inspired by them, right? So
Yeah, she wrote a beautiful Instagram post about my artwork. It was like nice.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, because it is. Can you do me a favor? Can you zoom in on the brother on his back?
You mean me?
Yeah. Look at that, you guys. That's a painting. I mean, that's not the original, but she painted that. And that's
So
a giclée. And the process of the giclée is quite um technical as well, correct?
Yeah.
You have to sit there and you have to figure out all the colors and making sure they're
Yeah, they have a special type of camera that they use to capture the image, and then once they have it and they do color correction and stuff to try to get as close as they can to the original, then they call you to come down and have a look and let them know if there's anything that you feel like you want to see adjusted or darkened or lightened or more color saturation in it. But generally they're so good at it that at that point there's like really not much that I would ever ask them to change in it.
yeah, I mean, the machines are
Yeah.
incredibly expensive, like $500,000 in some cases. And then it's printed to canvas. You have to be, I mean, an artist would know, but like this is canvas. It's stretched just as if it was the same. And then they're limited edition, so only certain people, a certain amount are sold, and from that. And then once you match whatever it is, they destroy the thing. So
and oh, so they destroy the art, the photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that more copies can't be made.
Yeah. So, and it's like, this series here, I'm not sure how much they are, but normally 100 or
Yeah, I keep
Carol's,
really, really small.
and some of them have went very, very well, like at depending where and what, for really good money as limited edition prints. And so every dime, it has actually cost us a lot of money for her to paint, because I always like, oh my God, it's a great hobby, but there's not a penny of the funds that she raises from any of the paintings. And some of them go for some big sums, like one had wanted to pay anything and she refused no matter what it was. He could have offered her millions and she wouldn't have taken it.
No, that's for Steph.
It's for Steph. So Carol's principal out have been like, sold. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that bad. But yeah, but it's, yeah, from every single dime has went directly to the charity. You were working, I don't want to speak for you, but with World Vision, which did some great things and went on trips and missionaries, but she decided she was going to do it with her money and build it the way she felt after, studying the region so long. Right?
Yeah.
And it was an actual, tell me, so you based on X amount of paintings?
I sold 5 paintings. And with that, should I say how much I?
No, I don't
You don't have
think.
to say that, but you were able to build a
a really good school and a animal co-op.
Like in a poor part of Rwanda that had nothing. And Carol was always, like
standing ovation, standing ovation.
And that included like the purchasing of the land, animals, computers for the kids, because they all got laptops. Like, it was like a really, really good little school for
So
them.
will we get to go, when we go to Rwanda, are we going to that school? Will we go to the
Yeah,
school?
we just might.
yeah, if the gorillas don't get us first. So.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, you keep telling me about that. How long have you been, Karen would like to know how long you have been painting, Carol.
I started painting when Steph was about 4.
Yeah, so 20 years, but you painted all your life. I've got paintings of animals in my office, my real office.
Yeah, I dabbled in it like throughout my life, but never like really seriously until Steph was 4. And then I started painting these paintings, and then I really put a lot of time and effort into painting until my brother got sick, and then I took a pretty long hiatus, and now I'm past couple of years I've been slowly getting back into it, and I'm glad that I'm getting back into it. It's really good for mental health during COVID.
I'm sure. Yeah. So do you doodle?
Yeah, if I'm sitting somewhere or whatever, and I have paper and pen, yeah, I like to doodle and stuff like that. But generally, I'm not one that just sits and doodles. It has to be for something. Like I have to be creating something, making something.
Yeah.
Like you're creating for me. Thank you. I'm so
When I was little, I just would draw all the time. Like
did you draw on the walls at home?
Never. No.
You would like to, I bet.
No. I always had like a big thing of paper and pencils, and I would just sit and draw for hours and hours.
You guys have a game called Pictionary in the States or in the US?
Yes.
So yeah, don't play your Pictionary.
No,
you lose.
I suck.
Like I'm drawing Stickman, and she's like drawing this perfect animal with everything.
No, my brain doesn't function like if I've got 30 seconds to draw something.
No, you do pretty good. So.
No. I need to have time. I have to strategize and plot out what I'm going to do. Like the night before I started painting that one upstairs, and that's a very simplistic kind of painting. I laid in bed for probably 3 hours strategizing, how I was going to do the eyes, how I was going to, where I was going to start, which colors. I don't know.
And
it's a process.
Like, how do I even ask this? I mean, you sit in bed and So do you listen to music? Do you paint in silence?
I listen to music, and both Rob and Steph cannot understand how I can have it as loud as I have it and be able to concentrate on what I'm doing. I like to listen to it fairly loud.
It's like, like I love your music, Jenna. It's totally different, but it's like I go in there and it's like a John Legend for Men thing where it's soft music and firefighting, and I'm like, when I leave from there, I'm like, I'm like feel down.
All kinds. I have Bob Seger. I have all kinds.
All soft, cuddly music.
My music is soft.
Oh, yeah. I can't get some of your songs are stuck in my head. I've had to stay awake at night because I'm trying to think, how do I get the song out of my head? Because I listen to them enough, right? So yeah, but they're great songs. So.
Would my Amazon have any of hers? I'll have to check.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have Amazon.
It has Jenna and the Charmers. Have you listened to Jenna and the Charmers?
No.
The CD I played it.
So. Okay. Yeah. So then I'll be able to add it to my playlist.
Yeah.
I have a playlist that plays for like 5-6 hours straight.
Are you a
She
70s person? Do you like 70s music?
Um,
You mentioned Bob Seger. That's why I wondered.
some, I have some. I like rap. I like I have all
You really
kinds
you
on
listen
mine.
to rap? You paint to rap?
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
sometimes I
Not rap though. You're talking
do.
like who? Bruno Mars type stuff.
No.
Rap? What's wrong with you, lady? Uh,
Hey, rap was at my show. You know how when I sing rap, when I go
Yeah.
rap, 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 she was at my show on Friday night. Rap was at the show.
Yes, she popped on and said hi.
I was hoping you guys would maybe just show up there. I thought maybe they're going to come.
Yeah.
but we can't cross the border.
I know.
Actually, even in the provinces now, they won't let you cross like into BC. They're waiting the police at the borders, and the US border. It's just we're just in such a bad spot now. I'm hoping everybody will stay safe until this thing is finally behind us. But yeah.
Well, no, but literally here, the CDC is telling us vaccinated people that we can chuck our masks and socially distancing. We can just forget it all. Just throw it all away now.
I had seen that this morning. I'm pretty sure that once we get our second doses here in Canada, we'll probably follow that same protocol as well.
I'm never gonna stop wearing masks.
No,
because
you're going to be part of my life.
I'm probably going to continue as well, especially on a plane traveling.
Yeah.
I hate flying. So yeah.
Hate flying?
It's a giant germ tube. So
a disease tube.
Yeah.
But they're watching better though. But yeah, Carol's been on some long flights. But you can sleep on a plane. I can't. I've never slept on a plane in my life, and I've flown thousands.
It depends. I struggle sometimes to sleep on a plane.
I think I sleep like 7 minutes and then I wake up. So Rwanda, now we'll be flying together. We'll be flying from Canada to Rwanda.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
like 3 days?
Well, no, you go 8 hours from Edmonton. They take a polar route. Actually, it's probably faster from Edmonton because they go over Greenland, right, and come back down. So just shorter around the top of the globe. But it's about 7.5, 8 hours to either Amsterdam, London, or
Amsterdam is really good if you can fly into Amsterdam, because then they have these little mini rooms that you can rent and go to sleep and then catch your plane like 8 hours later or whatever.
Yeah.
And they fly right into, I'm pretty sure they fly right into Kigali now.
Yeah, Kigali direct. So it'll be another 8-hour flight. So it's going to be 20 hours less airport back and forth. And in the new world with planes not maybe all up to speed or flights that haven't been brought back up, it's going to be, you consider a day to get there. So
yeah, I'll sleep 7 minutes.
and I won't. I mean, I was on the longest. Yeah, I was on the longest flight in the world at one point when I was flying to Johannesburg, and I can't remember what it was, 15 hours, something like that. And I said, this is going to be it. I'm going to sleep. And I even had the pod thing where they cover you up and you can set the clock to make your own sun. And it was just like useless. I was completely, utterly wide awake the whole time. I just don't.
Well, my first time to Rwanda, once we got, I flew to London and then from London to Brussels and Brussels to...
that's nice.
To the Congo, then from the Congo to Kigali. But from Brussels to the Congo, the plane wasn't like really, really full and there was a whole empty row behind me. So I just flipped up the handles and I laid across all 3 seats and I slept all the way till I got to the Congo.
Yeah, I did. I put my seatbelt on in the middle seat and I kind of
flop over.
And then you flop over and then you have that one other one kind of jabbing your back right there and you're like, oh yeah, this is really comfortable. I'll just kind of,
Yeah, pretty much. But I was tired enough that I was able to at least get a little bit of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Well, maybe we could fly to to Antwerpen. I have friends in Antwerp, and they have this. They have a Rob, yeah. I have a dear friend in Antwerpen who's big time in he's an audiophile. He sells.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Frank, and he plays the French horn, and they have their house that they own is their showroom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I need to introduce you guys for sure. Look at that, you guys, just incredible. My goodness.
And like you say, we don't have enough room because the walls everywhere are covered with her paintings. But downstairs where I'll move some of my sport pictures, and we'll start putting some of her other stuff up. But she's done a lot, like from my dad's place to Carol. She's okay in the back.
Yeah, I've got the door.
Yeah, we have coyotes that are become psychotic around here, so we're always watching to make sure that, because they can scale. Our fences are about 6 feet higher, but they can actually scale, jump down, grab your dog, and go
The
back
coyotes
up.
can come over?
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Oh no, you can't leave Zoe out there alone.
No, I have the door open.
Yeah, we have like a sliding. Yeah, she's scared herself to go out, so maybe the ducks are still there too. I think you asked her what she ate for supper. I actually brought these. Do you guys have these? Do you know what these, like I love these things. Like they're Driscoll's USA giant strawberries, eh? Oh my God.
So I'll tell you one thing about that box that you're looking at. My brother Mitch, helped design that box.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. Like I say, every time I see them.
They don't have them in the States, though. They don't do that box. I haven't seen it in the States, but it's a company that he works with. Helped with the design of that. He's in packaging.
All right.
He's in the house. No coyote. So do you actually see them come into the yard?
You know what? The cameras will record. They don't come in the yard. They're around the outside of the fence. And I complained to the city, and the city said that, to be very, very careful, because we're debating to live trap them, and then I'll drive them 150 miles out of here, so they can't come right back. But they are we have houses all around us now, but they come into the cities looking for garbage at night. And a few times on the other, Zoe would just freeze like just like a statue. And then all of a sudden you'd hear barking from the other side. And it's the coyotes, trying to get through. And the neighbor's seen them in his yard many, many times. So I'm always being super careful. So there we go. We should sit.
So do you eat, Carol, when you're painting?
Not really.
I usually eat before I go up, and I'll come down maybe if I feel hungry, I'll come down and grab a snack and then go back up and paint. Rob doesn't carry snacks up for you? No, because he's usually working.
Yeah, I'm always on the computer working for work, of course. And if
Steph's working, then I have to take care of myself. I have to feed myself.
We just forget about her up there. So.
What did you have for lunch today?
What did I have for lunch today? Yeah.
You can have lunch.
I had toast. A cup of coffee and toast.
That's it?
That was it.
That's all you've had all day? Because you're not hungry when you paint.
No, I'm not.
I get it.
You kind of get in a mindset, and you get into a zone, and you just don't want to stop. You don't want to be interrupted.
I get in the studio, and the guys are like, and we're in there for 4 hours, and someone goes, "Hey, do you guys just want to have lunch?" I'm like, "Lunch? Come on."
Yeah.
Let's just do 7 more songs. It'll be fine. You can eat lunch at 9 o'clock.
She eats dog food anyway, so.
Shut up! I did not.
Have you tried dog food? Does your dog?
Yes, she has.
No, you know what he did? There's one place on our island. I tell him, don't ever put the dog's food on the dog's plate on the island. and he didn't listen to me.
This is wet dog food. Yeah.
Wet dog food. And our island, it's really hard to see
You can't even.
things.
Don't leave a pill on the island because you'll be there for an hour trying to find it.
And I can't remember what it was that I was cutting up and eating, and it fell off the cutting board, and I picked it up and I went to eat it, and I'm like, whoa. And I just about threw up in the garbage.
I bet.
So the piece of for dog food that stuck to it, and I was so pissed off. I told him, don't ever put the dog's food on this countertop.
But it was good though, wasn't it?
Then I ran upstairs and I brushed my teeth and gargled with mouthwash.
It's just Royal Canin low-fat
Yeah.
dog food. It was okay.
No. Oh no.
It was tiny, like it was just a tiny speck, but you.
Oh yeah, it's strong. I bet Lillian has these treats that she likes, and sometimes it's hard for her to have the whole thing in her mouth, and so I cut it in half. You know, it's hard for her to take a bite of it now, so I cut it in half and I give it to her. And she hasn't been eating very much lately, like hardly ever. And we got off a plane, and I knew she was hungry, and I had one of these bones. They're called soup bones. And I had the bones, and I tried to break it, but I couldn't. So I went like this, and the woman in front of me goes, "Oh God," like that, real loud. I go, she goes, "Is that a dog food?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's dog food. I'm just going to bite." And I bit it, and then I put it down, and she ate it.
I'm going to sit on this chair here.
That's better than the wishy
Oh.
soft
Yeah.
breast dog food.
How's your hand, Rob? Your hand's about to fall off?
Surprisingly, I can't feel it because it's numb. So, but
Yeah, you've arrived to the 11:11 with Jenna phenomenon of the numb hand.
I don't know how you did it for all those early shows. Oh my God.
I would hold both my iPad and my phone and be like, "Hi, everybody." All right, kids. Well, it's getting late, and it's 9:30 here. So, what time is it there? Is it 11:30 where you are?
10:30 here.
It's
So
10:30.
Oh, wow.
And it's 12:30 on the Midwest, and there are still 10 people here. But thank you, Carol. Just wow, just
It's my
wow.
pleasure. Thank you so much, and
And
thank you everybody who tuned
Everything.
in.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
everything that you do for me. I'm so grateful for both of you. Just so grateful.
Well,
It's
we enjoy
definitely-
it.
We do. Well, let's do a Zoom talk this weekend if you can.
Sounds good.
If you have some time. Carol, Morocco, everyone. And is it Nazaruk? Am I saying?
Yeah, that's my maiden name. I haven't used it for years. I only use it on Facebook so that like people that knew me,
So old
Yeah.
boyfriends can find you?
Yeah.
Stuff like that?
they
Right.
they can find me. Not that I want any of them to find me anymore.
Well, no, you two. I'm one of these days, maybe on the June 3rd show, maybe another show. When is your anniversary?
March 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so we missed that one. So maybe on the half anniversary, we can do a show and you guys can tell us the story.
Yeah, I'll tell you the incredible, weird story for that
I'll
night.
tell you that story in Rwanda. There was some
Okay.
jerks
All
by
right,
a fire.
over to Rwanda.
And,
Right.
and,
So,
and it was
that's a
very-
good question. What time will it be? What time is it when it's 11:11 on the East Coast? What
So
time is
you'll
it in Rwanda?
you'll be doing the morning show, the 11:11 for 11:11 Eastern time. And so so all you're doing is flipping it. So your morning show here will be the night show there, because it's about just under 12 hours, right? So or 11 hours, yeah, 12 hours.
Same as when you go to Europe.
No, it's over because you go click, click, click. It's a few hours, 2 time zones over. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, it's going to be
So
close.
it's 12 hours.
Yeah, you'll be just reversing. You'll be doing evening shows for the morning and morning shows for the evening here. So Around.
We'll be drinking in the morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do we
Rwanda.
drink there? What are we going to be drinking?
They have the best coffee in the world.
Okay.
She doesn't like coffee.
I'll drink
Oh.
coffee there. When in
tea.
Rwanda.
They have amazing tea. There's a tea plantation that I'd like to take you to
Okay.
and do a tour of it. They have really, really incredible tea.
What about the booze though?
Oh, they have all kinds of booze. I'm not a big drinker, so when I was
Since
there,
when?
I like to talk about it. It's fun to
I
talk.
drank, when I was there the first time, I drank beer, and I'm not a beer person.
Oh yeah, I'm not either. But I did wear these earrings just for you, Carol.
I didn't see them.
She's looking in the other side of the whatchamacallit.
I know you like these.
Oh, those are beautiful. Yeah, I like those.
Like these.
Those are awesome.
I call these my Carol earrings. Oh, I'm going to wear my Carol earrings tonight.
I love them. I love the color.
Yeah, they're fun.
And the
This
style
how
of
much
them.
would this color paint be? About $70 for a tube, for a half an inch?
Oh, that's that $80 tube.
That's more of an $80 tube.
Yeah.
I thought so, but I was being nice.
Yeah, if that's not a cheap color.
No, we don't paint or wear cheap colors. Well, Mama Grace has been here, Bill's been here, Karen's been here, Bill Winokur's been here, Rob Morocco's been here a lot. Bill Jones, Patty was on for a while, Lynette was here, I'm here, Stacy, a new you'll be hearing from someone by the name of Stacy Baird.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah. And they're going to go check out your stuff. So, yes, they are a fantastic couple. You're an incredible artist. I'm so honored, even though we haven't been in the same room, that I get to be friends with you two. So, thank you. And Stephanie and Zoe, too. Thank you, all four of you. Quite a quartet. Bye,
Yeah,
Zoe,
no kidding.
girl. All right, go rest your hands, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
I gotta go clean my paintbrush.
Yeah, the sable paintbrush. Go clean it off.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
You too. Bye, Carol. Bye,
Okay,
Rob.
bye.
See you, Jenna.
I know. Isn't that just amazing? Aren't they incredible? I am going to change my camera tomorrow because I don't like with this camera. It's kind of blurred and I don't know why. Let me just do something really fast. Sorry. Is that better? No, it's not. Putting back the old camera. Out with the new, in with the old. Mama Grace, I love you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, William. Thank you, other Bill. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Rob Morocco, for being the cameraman that you are. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, kids. It's time to say goodnight. Stay safe. Be nice. Stay healthy. Big hug. Keep your mask on. I'm going to keep my mask on. Do whatever you got to do. Just be safe. Mama Grace, I love you. I'll see you when I see you next week. Thanks for being here on
11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11
Who you gonna call right now?
11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna.
Right now.
11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11. Who you gonna call right now?
That's probably not a good thing that I can that the magnet is sticking to my head. Ooh, it is. You would wonder. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will see you in the morning with Armando Ortega. Good night. Love hard. Really hard.